Die Hard is totally a Christmas movie. Totally a Christmas movie. Anyway. European Commission. I'm not done with that. European Commission? What the hell is soldiers? No, Mexican soldiers. European Commission should be, there we go, finally. Where is the European Commission? That's 50. EU jamming news conference. European Commission.
It's very good to be here with you
It's
today.
sorry.
And
It's
thank you very much
September
for the
3rd,
visit of
5:50 p.m.
robotics.
September
It was
3rd
visible
to the
that
5:30 p.m. Wednesday,
they
September
call
3rd,
the future of
2025.
collective capacity.
Not you're okay. First of all, you're absolutely fine, Ursula.
Is
But
being
anyway,
designed right
Yeah,
here.
I
They
mean,
were
listen
very
to
happy
this.
here with European funds. It was impressive to see.
are we only
They
protesters?
are how innovative this
Oh.
company is.
The president
how
is
fast this
visiting
company is
7
growing.
foreign
So I
member
really
states these days.
want
There
to
was an episode
congratulate
of interference.
Latvia.
We have received
We are
Oh, yeah, no,
on
I
the
see.
way
from
to
the
become
Bulgarian
a true
authorities
drone
that they
and
suspect
anti-drone powerhouse. And this is impressive to see.
interference
Your expertise will
by
certainly help
Russia.
shape
We have been
Europe's
seeing
security,
quite a
And that causes
lot of
content-
but
talks of
also
content-
NATO's defense strategies for the years to
activities,
come.
notably in the eastern
And
flank.
that's
So
why I
we
am
are
proud
taking
to
action
start
on
my
this.
eastern
We
border
are
travel
already working
right
on
here in
a
Latvia.
aviation-specific plan.
And I want to
in
be
cooperation
very
with
clear.
EASA.
We know
Yes, on European
that
research
Europe
and
is
film.
only safe
and
if
air
the eastern
navigation
border
service
is
providers.
safe.
Bulgaria is pretty far from.
Therefore, the eastern border
We have
defense
sanctioned
line
specific.
It's gotta be
one
a-
of
specific
the most
individuals
important
behind
flagships
these jamming
that has
Okay.
my full
The
support.
EU will
It's
continue
impressive
to
the work
invest
that we're
into
doing.
Because it would be. It's got to be a Navy ship, right? Because it's Bulgaria.
Dear
Otherwise.
Evika, the risks
Right.
your country and
You're, I mean,
other
for the
Baltic
Die
states
Hard is
on
a
as well,
Christmas movie, but you're fine.
unfortunately
Ursula,
have
but,
materialized.
you're in
Russia's
Bulgaria
brutal war
when you're
against Ukraine
playing
is
flying.
now
Make sure
in
your
its
pilot's
fourth
really
year.
good. And
Putin is a predator.
make sure your pilot's really good and can land a plane
Putin's
without
proxies
GPS
have been
navigation.
targeting our societies
And
for
a lot of
years.
pilots can because older
With
needs to
hybrid
just learn it
attacks,
with just
with
like
cyber attacks.
Mm-hmm.
The weaponizing of migrants is another example.
Anyway, what's the
And
last
this
thing?
is something, unfortunately, that Latvia
That's the only thing
knows
that's
only
I
too
don't know
well.
if it's dangerous,
We
but
have a bitter experience
you're
in all
fine,
these
so-
fields. So as we strengthen Ukraine's defense, we must also take
so it should be
greater
fine. European
responsibility
Union
for
and
our own defense.
and
And this is the logic
nothing.
of the
When
800
are you?
billion euro defense industrial
5 days ago, so
plan
nothing really interesting
that
in
we
5
have
days.
launched together.
I've been talking
And
to
part of this plan is
I'm talking
a
to,
joint procurement instrument that we
not
call
President
SAFE.
Obama and on that.
SAFE is a joint procurement instrument of 150 billion euros.
So you're in Latvia.
And with SAFE, we're delivering
I-
the capability.
It's really
to
weird,
cure
Ursula,
these
but
needs. So as
I
said,
mentioned
it's
before,
joint.
right? For me,
It means
Andrew
air missile
remembers a
defense.
timeline where
It means,
Latvia
for example,
is
looking into cyber
is
defense,
three
of
countries
course,
that are
drones.
solid, you know.
I'm very
And now when
glad
I look
that
at Latvia,
19 member
there's a
states,
Bay of
including
Latvia,
Latvia, of
and
course, have now
everything seems the
requested
same.
support
So
through SAFE.
I mean, I absolutely remember because
And
Latvia,
pleased
you
to
know, you look at the
announce
map
that we have
and it's like
reached
Latvia is
full
one country.
subscription
They're solid
of all
countries.
150
But now there's a
billion
hole in
euros.
Latvia, and it's like,
Many member
okay.
states have indicated
How does that
they
even
will also
happen?
use it to support the Ukrainian defense industry.
I look on the internet. I look on the wall,
So
the map on my
that is a
wall.
true European success.
That ocean body of water.
Vika, Latvia is
exists
already
now
among
for
NATO's top defense spenders
Me on the
relative
internet
to
and me on my
contributions
wall
to
map.
that.
So
In addition,
th- th-
you
th-
have asked
Anyway.
for budget flexibility to boost
I
the defense
totally
spending
100%
under the
remember
so-called
Riga being
national
landlocked.
escape clause.
The capital
15 member
was
states
right
have
in the
done
middle of
the
a bunch of
same.
land,
So together
and there's
we are
nothing.
investing more,
There's nothing around it. I
We're
remember.
investing
I absolutely
together.
remember. No,
and we are investing European.
I don't know what happened,
Europe is
and
on
I
the
don't
right track.
know
There's a lot
exactly
of
when
hard
this
work
map
ahead of
changed.
us.
So
We are on the right track.
maybe,
Now we have 3 tasks
Anyway.
to work on. First,
yeah.
in October, we will take stock at the European Council together.
Oh, and you were telling the truth about the
with our so-called
Ukrainians being
roadmap for readiness
relatively innovative with their
2030.
weapons.
So we're going to look into the capability gaps and how to close them.
Yeah.
The second aim is by 2030
I was
to
told
have
the
significantly strengthened our
the
defense
Ukrainians have battle
capabilities and to have
experience, and
closed the
NATO
defense
has
gaps
analysis.
that we have. And the
experience, so-
third, in parallel task, is we will contribute to make sure that Ukraine has ironclad security.
Yeah, like a
Guaranteed.
porcupine, steel porcupine. Sort of steel porcupine.
This is also the reason why in the
Yes,
new
yes, yes,
European
yes.
budget that we just have proposed,
Sorry,
we have a
Back.
5-fold increase in defense spending as a proposal. We have a 10-fold increase in military mobility
oh wow.
because we think it's high time for readiness, and we have tripled the proposal
Oh, I don't know.
for migration and border strengthening.
I don't know. I mean,
So thank you
I
very
missed.
much.
I missed. I missed. I mean,
inviting
I
me
wasn't
today,
expecting.
And thank you for the excellent proposal.
Well, I mean, I'm just like. You are really, really.
Pienācis laiks
I
maniem
do.
jautājumiem. To skaits būs ierobežots. Katra amatpersona atbildēs tikai uz
I don't
vienu
know.
jautājumu.
I do not speak
Un
Latvian,
pirms
so.
uzdot jautājumu, mums nosaukt uzvārdu un pārstāvēto mediju. Lūdzu.
Well, I'm gonna try to make sure your country does not get invaded by Russia.
I'll ask in English. Good afternoon, President, Prime Minister. Again, some knowledge of
So,
Latvian public
Prime Minister of
television,
Latvia. I've never
TV.
met her. I did not
You
even know.
mentioned that Latvia is on the way to become a drone powerhouse, and you started, you posted in
Well,
Twitter on X.
I
that,
was
visited
watching
EU frontline
artillery,
states.
right? The Ukrainians said
Now,
that
how
drones are
ready
good, but
do you think
they're
are
too
we
difficult to do
as
because one
European
person has to pilot
countries,
every single drone. And we do
to
not.
deter
In the
military
U.S., we've been
aggression
testing
right now?
automation
While
on
we
the
are still
drones.
very much reliant on the United States security umbrella.
You know,
What would be the most serious
artillery.
capacities
The Ukrainians are
shortages you
saying,
think
I mean, you already know
need to
already.
be addressed?
I need to tell you this in the past. I mean,
Yeah. So
How do I sort YouTube video by oldest to newest? Let's see if this works. There would be a question mark in the and query and before and after 2000. Let's try 2024. 01 01. See if this actually works. Nope. Search account. Oh no, that was after. Okay, that's wrong. Yeah, they don't want it. It's fucking messed up. Oh, okay. That's really messed up. Go Gemini. Go Gemini. One second. Hold on. Okay, Ursula on the line. Apply the filters. Upload date.
In 23 days, the UK will leave the European Union.
Oh, the oldest one I can find so far. I don't. Hold on a
Period
second.
of political
I'm gonna
uncertainty
start.
and negotiation. But leaving in 23 days,
I don't even know what
the
this
UK
is
will
from.
leave the European Union after a difficult period of political uncertainty and negotiation. But leaving will not be the end of the UK's relationship.
Ursula, I'm trying to
with the EU.
find.
A relationship built on a shared
Sorry,
history, shared values.
It is September 3rd, 2020.
What will this new relationship
And
look like?
I'm pretty sure I've already helped
To set
you,
out
warned you about the
vision
pandemic.
of the crucial
So you know
next
about the
steps.
pandemic because it's January
I am delighted to welcome
2020, I
President
think.
Ursula
So,
Leyen, President
You-
of
you,
the
uh,
European Commission, back to the
Ursula, this is the red. It's really hard to find video.
Latvia has the right sense of urgency. But the whole
I know. I'm sorry.
needs to
It's
understand
completely
that
unrelated.
It's
You know,
important to work on readiness, immediate readiness.
you know, it's gonna be distracting for you in the
And
past.
for that you need different elements. One element is
This is Latvia,
financial
by the way.
flexibility.
And I don't want to go back and
this is something the
you
Commission
can tell
has
yourself again.
enabled the member states through two elements. The one is the national escape clause, so that nationally there's more flexibility for the member states to invest in defense, in their own defense.
I'm sorry.
But
Totally
also important
Yes.
is the second leg, which is safe, the
safe.
joint procurement, because we have European common defense necessities, for example, in a common European air shield, or if you look at cyber defense,
Yeah.
or if you look at the whole space topics. These are
You are
common
in.
European,
I
projects
mean,
that we
you are
have
5
to
days ago for me.
develop
You
together.
are on
The second
August
element
29th,
is we
2025.
have to be very clear
Andrew's
what are
on
the gaps,
September
also
3rd,
what are the
Wednesday,
timelines and
2025,
the
so-
milestones that we
Yeah,
have to meet.
sorry.
So we have to be only what you
I
can
mean,
measure. You can deliver.
This, yeah.
So it's not
This
only
might
that
actually
we
get
do
flagged for
the plan, but
copyright
we
violation,
also
and then
need to
I'll try to
measure
put it
the
on the
timelines and
internet.
the targets. For that, we will deliver the Readiness 2030
Yeah.
plan to the European Council in October.
Europe
so
came
that
out
we
of the
have a common
pandemic much
plan
better than
what
just about
the
everybody else.
needs in the different member states
Some of the
are
member
and
states
how
have
we
a lot
get
of debt,
there.
debt to GDP.
Then
Under
it is
100% though,
also
I think.
parallel.
So,
We have to strengthen the Ukrainian armed forces.
uh,
I've said that Ukraine
know.
has to be like a steel porcupine, undigestible for potential invaders.
yeah.
And Ukraine has a highly trained and battlefield experienced armed forces. For security
Yeah.
guarantees, this would be the first line
They
of
have battle
defense.
experience, that is true.
But this needs substantial and sustainable financing. So also a task where we have to look into how can we make sure that Ukraine has a well-equipped,
Yes.
well-trained, well-paid armed forces over time. And then the fourth and last element I want to mention is the mid and long-term planning. That is the new budget that we have proposed, where I said that the amounts to be invested, the proposal to invest them in defense, in military mobility, but also in strengthening the
Sorry.
borders, have been
Yes,
extremely
it is a road. Actually,
increased
must have been
5
distracting
times,
for you
10
when
times
you were.
partially from what we had.
Paldies. Un pēdējais
Latvia. I'll
jautājums.
go through as many countries on the front lines of as you
Labdien,
can.
Gatis Sakoveckis TV3
She's very pretty. I didn't know.
Premjerministra, jūs
I didn't even know. How do you
pieminējāt, ka
know?
Maskava saprot tikai spēku. Redzot, kā notiek
That's
centieni
Latvian. I do not
izbeigt
speak
karu
Latvian.
Ukrainā,
That's-
vai jūsuprāt tiešām tiek izmantots, kā tas tika solīts princips, miers caur spēku, lai piespiestu Krieviju
Yes, in German, but-
sakot Ukraiņus un ko
Well, this is probably the last time you get to.
Jā, paldies par jautājumu. Es domāju, ka atsaucieties arī uz to, ko
Tas ir
Eiropas
labi,
komisijas
I don't understand
vadītāji
what
tikko
she said,
minēja arī
so-
par tiem vajadzībām. Latvija visās
Jā.
šajās jomās ir investējusi, ja mēs runājam no Latvijas
Oh, man.
perspektīvas. Mēs esam izmantojuši gan atkāpes klausulu, palīdzot gan sev, gan Ukrainai. Mēs
So
esam
you are
pieteikušies
now. You
sēkļus,
are already
un tas
European
ir kaut
president.
kas, kas ir
You are still
jāapstiprina.
European
Tur
president.
ir
So.
gan lietas, kas ir vajadzīgas Latvijai nacionāli, gan sadarbojoties ar citām valstīm, gan arī palīdzēt Ukrainai. Mēs tāpat arī
My old friends
saprotam,
never
kuras
can use
iniciatīvas,
it.
kuras mēs Latviju viena nevaram nodrošināt, lai palīdzētu gan Eiropai, gan
That's
arī
weird.
Ukrainai. Un tās ir lietas,
I am,
kas ir
counting on this
plašākas,
being,
vairāk valstu iesaistīšanos, un
I'm
tāpēc
counting on
mēs
this
arī
being
esam
legitimate
iesaistījušies
because
šajā
what is LE?
kuru iniciatīvā,
Oh,
kur
from the School of
visas
Economics.
valstis
That's
gatavas piegādāt,
that's gotta be legit.
militārās tehnikas vajadzības vienības, to, ko vajag Ukrainā, mēs esam gatavi iesaistīties. Un tā mūsu kopējā vienošanās ir tāda, ka mēs,
I do
šis
not know.
miers Ukrainā, apgādāsim Ukrainu gan militāri, mēs tikko piegādājam jaunas patrijas un piegādāsim vēl. Arī Eiropas ir
yes.
vajadzīgs šis
Auto,
finansējums regulāri
I would
aiziet
have to.
Eiropas atbalsta finansējums, lai Ukraina vispār varētu savā sociālajā jomā pastāvēt, jo viņi
Anyway,
visu savu budžeta naudu šobrīd iegulda militārajās vajadzībās. Tas, kas
Anyway,
vēl noteikti pietrūkst, viņiem
yeah.
ir vajadzīgs vēl vairāk atbalsts, vēl, protams, lielāks finansējums. Tie ir izaicinājumi, kas ir visām gan Eiropas Savienības valstīm, gan NATO dalību valstīm, gan es tagad teiktu arī labās gribas koalīcijai, kura meklē risinājums, kādā veidā mēs varam Ukrainai palīdzēt, tai vienlaicīgi ierobežojot
Jesus.
Krieviju. Tātad nākamās sankciju pakotnes, viņas jau
One
tāpat
second.
iet. Tāpēc, ka ja mēs neierobežosim
Well,
Krieviju,
this
un
girl,
mēs
Fernanda.
ļausim viņai pelnīt, un
It's
jāsaproties
such-
arī Amerikas Savienotajām valstīm, kas nu ir arī
Ursula.
pieķērušās ar Krieviju labvēlībā esošām valstīm, tādas kā Indija, un tas ir spiedis.
Oh, they are.
Arī Putinu atgriezties
This is a new beginning. It's
pie
fine.
sarunām.
Nice.
Tāpēc, ka pirms viņi varēja arī viegli apiet sankcijas caur, nesaukšu varbūt vēlreiz tās valsts, bet ir skaidrs, ka tā ir Indija, ir arī Ziemeļkoreja, kas sadarbojās, jautājums ir arī par vēl citām valstīm. Nu, tikmēr tā sarunu atvērtība nebija. Šobrīd, manuprāt, mēs esam kopīgi gan kā Eiropas Savienība, gan kā labās gribas koalīcija, gan vienlaikus sniegšu Ukrainai atbalstu, ierobežojuši
This is
Krieviju
all-
un arī spieduši Maskavas
This is all audio only then, no?
sarunu galvu, un tā pašā laikā esam izveidojuši arī tādu kopīgu sarunu formātu arī ar mūsu transatlantiskajiem partneriem, labās gribas koalīcijas ietvaros, un es teiktu, ka tā ir laba koordinācija. Un tas ir arī spēks, ko mēs
Also, she was here, so
Paldies, preses konference ir noslēgusies.
I'm trying to find videos of you as far back in time as I possibly can. You know, this is like. Anyway, I'll go to the next country. Like, I mean, I don't know if that's the best place to write. Ursula, I don't know if this is the best place for you to hear intelligence about the future. You know?
Its place on the inside, making us both
Yeah.
much stronger.
Uh,
The relationship may not always have been smooth or perfect,
anyway,
but what relationship
go.
ever is?
yeah.
And in my opinion, the good far outweighs the difficult. As president of the European Commission, I
Here you go.
want
This is
to
your
thank
visit
you
to
today.
Finland. So that was Latvia. This is Finland. It is still September 3rd, 2025. Ursula, honestly, this is not the best place for.
Of European Union members.
This is just the start of the pandemic,
I
and
think of the British pragmatism
anyway.
and leadership
Anyway.
when it came to open
to civilian targets in Kiev.
yeah.
This also hit the diplomatic mission of the European Union.
Yeah.
for so long.
So,
This shows how Russia
Nobody
has
heard
no
them on European
intention
Union, so.
of ending this.
Steps for our
This is the
continent,
Finnish
and they
But
were
thank you,
British
dear
homeowners.
Ursula,
President or somebody.
for your visit. It comes at a meaningful time,
Our institution,
Prime Minister.
meaningful moment as
Prime
Finland
Minister, not the
marks
president.
30 years of
who
EU
was
membership.
known as the father of the single market.
Over these decades,
Or Roy
we have
Jenkins, he
deepened
was
our
president
European
of the European
integration,
Commission, like I was
and
at
our
LSE,
membership has made
who
Finland
did
stronger
so
and
much
safer.
to pave
Yeah.
the way.
Your presence
single
here
currency.
today is a
I
powerful
think of the
signal
European
of the
civil
Commission's
servants of British
commitment
national
to
You're
our
fine,
security.
who devoted
Bulgarian,
their lives and
Today,
their careers
On
to
the
Europe
Gulf
and
of
have done
Finland,
so
we
much
witnessed
to
the
the
expertise of the Finnish
They will
border
always be
guard
part of our family.
in action.
I think
Yeah.
of the
Together
British
with our
servicemen and
Baltic
service
partners,
women
What is that
that
ocean
helped to
We
body of
are
water next to
successfully
you called
countering
again?
Russia's shadow
Not the
and
Gulf of
safeguarding
Sweden.
Europe's
And
critical
I think of the
undersea
millions
infrastructure.
Oh my God.
of ordinary British
I was looking at my map and then
Because
it's
a little over a year
Gulf
ago,
of Boston
we stood together
or something.
at the Finland's eastern,
Okay.
which is also the EU's and NATO's border.
Yeah, I know, Ursula. We live on a weird planet.
You have shown regarding the
Apparently,
protection.
that's not the Gulf of Sweden anymore.
External
Oh, gosh. Okay,
millions more
that's
the results of
That
that.
Who cares what
understanding is
color,
now
right?
reflected
Anyway.
in the Commission's
At least it's still
proposal
there.
for the next EU budget.
I guess the body was still there.
Border funding
And
for
the decision
Finland
of the
will
British
rise to
Parliament in June
1.6 billion,
2016 was clear.
1 billion more
As much
than
as
in the
we
current
regret
year.
it, the European
This is
Union
an
has
existential
always
and
respected
very
that
welcome
decision.
step.
We have seen this
The
throughout the last
livelihood
3.5
in eastern
years.
Finland are crucial
All
parts of our
negotiations were
whole of
hard,
society approach
they
of
were long.
security.
But the European
At the same
Union
time, we
negotiated
must
and
continue to
worked
strengthen
trying to
Oh.
find solutions that
I mean, there's something you need to help with
the
Finland
threat
if you're in past, right?
from
More
Putin's
than-
Russia will not disappear.
Finland needs to
Even if-
diversify their electricity so
in
they
Ukraine,
can get enough electricity from
Putin can't be
not
trusted.
Russia, basically.
Russia is already moving forces closer to Europe's eastern flank. Europe must respond with unity and resolve,
Yeah.
making clear that
Commitment.
we take our
Because
diplomacy
Finland's now the
seriously.
oh Ursula
It is
pass
vital
personally.
that NATO continues
Finland
to
is the
grow
front line
stronger.
of NATO now. Gigantic border.
I am often asked whether we Finns are afraid.
Finns.
My answer is clear. We are not afraid.
You don't have
And
to
so,
be.
in just
Yeah,
We have
Sana
always
Moran
been
says something.
here,
Prime
taking
Minister.
responsibility, preparing and
It's
building.
okay to want
confidence.
something. Take charge and do not be
This is
afraid.
why
Do not be afraid.
I am also glad to bring good news
She's really pretty.
from Finland.
I don't know what she does.
After many, many difficult years, we have many positive signals finally from our government. But it's not enough.
Yeah.
We have to do more.
The bond between us
Yeah.
will
That is
still be
why
unbreakable.
The economy was much better under Sana than under the other guy.
Europe's competitiveness.
They're getting better.
And Finland will contribute actively with our own proposals. As we
They should have
have
kept Sana. But
increased
too late now.
investments in research and innovation,
Whether as
the clean
teachers,
transition,
as
and
nurses,
digitalization are the right priorities.
whether working as CEOs or
This
in
morning,
NGOs.
my government decided to support the Commission's 90% climate target for
The
2040.
UK is home to
Wow.
thriving
Finland's
from
electrification
sectors,
and clean transition
cutting-edge
are advancing
digital
rapidly.
innovation and science
Yeah, that's
at
Finland's number one priority. Make sure they doesn't
universities
whatever energy they get from
We are also at
not
the
from Russia,
forefront
basically.
on the digital economy.
We will still
Finland
share
is
the
investing in
same
data centers, developing quantum computing,
climate change to secure
bioeconomy solutions, telecom networks, and artificial intelligence. Soon, Finland will host one of the first European AI factories,
Oh.
Lumi AI.
We will still share the same values.
Lumi means
Finally,
no.
and the
I want to
belief that
underline
we
my
must
deep
have
appreciation
freedom,
for
and the
our
rule of law
cooperation
must be the
with the
foundation of
European
our
Commission
Oh my God.
and with you
society. We
personally.
will still share the same history.
Thank you once again.
geography.
Let us continue
And
this
whatever
important.
I'll try to do as many countries as
Thank
you
you very
can
much,
before you run out of
Prime
space.
Minister
I mean,
Thank you for the very warm welcome to Helsinki
leader of
and
Europe,
showing me the
leader of
Tulva.
Europe, almost, almost.
And now
This
is
ship,
the
I
time
think,
for us
is
to
a
look
powerful
forward.
symbol of Finland's preparedness. As you
It
just
is a
said, you are
time for the
prepared,
best and
ready
the
to
oldest
deter
strength
threats and
built
to
a
defend
new
European
future
interests at
together.
sea.
Yeah. Norway is
As
actually
Prime Finland Finland has always lived next to a dangerous and unpredictable neighbor.
I'll tell the British to
Putin
be
has
tell them.
not changed. He is a predator.
Yeah.
And it was impressive for me to hear that your border with Russia is 1,300 kilometers.
Yeah.
But I want to reassure you and Finland that it is not only Finland's border. This border is also a European border, very clearly.
Yeah.
And therefore it's our shared
NATO's border too.
responsibility to protect it. And that is why in our proposal for the next modern EU budget, we are tripling investment in migration and border protection, indeed.
Yeah.
And member states with a direct border with Russia and Belarus will receive additional EU funding, also to support the livelihood of the border regions, which is so important to invest there too. I also want to remind that cohesion policy will remain at the heart of our budget. I can recommend to use the new flexibilities of the cohesion funding, not only
French
for border
hops about to
protection,
prepare for
but
war.
also for the border regions.
Yeah, I know.
develop the border regions.
I know. I
So
see all
we
you
continue
shaking
to
your head.
support both border security and strong livelihood.
I do not know if things gonna
The
get bad.
risks
So.
that Finland has warned
September
about
3rd,
for years
2025 for Andrew.
have now materialized. Russia's brutal war against Ukraine is now in its fourth year.
Mm-hmm.
It is obvious that Putin will not stop there.
Yeah.
We had presentations today how Russia is probing the vulnerabilities of our infrastructure. We're seeing serious damage to our critical networks, such as the SN2 power cable, for example.
Whoa.
And the
I don't know.
Shadow Fleet in the Baltic Sea is still fueling Russia's war economy. This
I
was
don't
very
know
impressive
what
for me
you were
to
talking
see today,
about.
the facts and
That's-
figures that
so,
you presented.
something about the
And therefore,
also.
I see very clearly that we will have to step up our actions against the Shadow Fleet.
But we are ready.
I want to assure you that
Cyber
when
attacks,
Finland
yeah.
is tested,
Zero tariffs.
our whole union
Zero
is
quotas.
tested. And that is why, as we continue to strengthen Ukraine's defense, we also take greater responsibility to strengthen our own defense. And this is the logic behind our new up to 800 billion
That
euro
makes a lot of
defense
sense,
industrial
actually.
plan to strengthen our own defense. And in this plan is the joint procurement instrument that we
Deterrence for
save,
Russia to invade a NATO
which is
country.
Turva, as I've learned in Finnish.
Yeah, because you don't.
With SAFE, we are producing the capabilities that Europe needs most. So the emphasis with SAFE is on joint procurement.
SAFE is
Air and missile defense, if you think about drones, or cyber defense, just to name a few.
I know.
And of course, it also includes the work that we do together for the resilience of our critical infrastructure.
Searching for it.
The demand for common European
Security action for Europe. That's what SAFE
very
is.
obvious.
It's new Asian financial
19 member
instruments.
states, and this includes Finland, have requested support under SAFE. And I'm very pleased to announce that we have reached full subscription of the instrument, so of the whole 150 billion euro. And this is a good sign. Many
It's
member
150
states
billion euros.
have
SAFE
indicated they will
security
also
arrangement for
use
Europe.
SAFE
SAFE.
funding to support the Ukrainian defense industry. So this whole approach is a true European success, and we are on the right track. There's lots of work ahead of us, but we are on the right track.
Yeah, and there's something.
Dependently, on top of this, you have asked for budget flexibility to boost defense spending under the National Escape Clause. Indeed, 15 member states have done the same. So this too shows the seriousness and the understanding of the sense of urgency that member states.
Yeah, because they had you had an escape clause during the pandemic too, for the, so you understand what the escape clause for the defense.
European.
So you did pretty well, Ursula, guiding Europe through the pandemic.
As you just said, it's
Pretty
not
good. I
only
mean,
military
I still have. It
preparedness,
feels like I have
but
to
it's a
warn
whole of
you.
society approach. As
But your next challenge, Ursula,
outlined
is
very
defending
exemplary
Europe
in the Minister
against
report from
Putin.
his guiding star. for many,
So,
much of our
it's
work.
5 years in your future,
Now,
so then you're absolutely fine.
To finish, we have more or less three main tasks or fields of work ahead of us.
Okay.
The first is indeed to keep up the spirit of urgency. This is hard work. Therefore, in October, we will take stock together in the European Council
Okay.
of where we are with the defense procurement in the European Union.
So I need to find
Present
something.
a roadmap for Readiness 2030.
I mean, if you have a
that shows
personal
the
YouTube or
defense
something,
gaps and
help me
intend
find
to close them. The second task is
help me find a video of you in the past that
to
you
have
already wrote.
significantly strengthened our defense
You should have a memory.
and to have closed the gaps. And our third task, which is parallel,
So I will keep searching.
that we will contribute to the security guarantees of Ukraine that have to be ironclad. This is also the reason why in the new
Totally missed the second
modern
time.
EU budget we have tripled the funding for migration and border protection. We have proposed a five-fold increase in defense investment, and very important for Finland, we have proposed a tenfold increase in funding for military mobility.
Okay.
So it's high time for readiness. Thank you again. For
Yeah, I heard about what winter warfare is actually like.
to be here.
If you don't have a lot of fat on your body, you die. You need a little bit of fat. You have about seven minutes of this. As in Finland. I'll go
Thank
as
you.
many countries as I
Well,
can before you run out
from
of time in the
Piotr.
past. So
Question for both of you. Russia has attacked on residential blocks, including
Yeah.
EU's building.
I mean, I thought it was
How
just
you will
they didn't have
respond
enough
to that?
guidance,
And
but
first of
the
all,
missiles,
my main question is,
the Kinzhal
is the
missiles,
so-called peace
that's on
process
purpose.
dead?
They're
Gone
I mean,
with
their
the missile
their
attacks?
targeting is accurate because
What
50,
kind of
yeah.
concrete
So they didn't mean on
steps
purpose.
you will take
Who would
to
launch
increase
a
pressure
really
on
expensive
Russia,
missile at a
for
residential
example,
building?
in the next
Right?
week?
It makes no
I would
sense.
like to hear something concrete.
It's a complete waste of money. I mean,
Yes, indeed, it is outrageous what happened.
I mean, those missiles are on purpose. Whenever they hit the Russian
The
on purpose.
diplomatic
So
quarter,
yeah.
and it was the deadliest attack since July.
On Ukrainian
And
citizens,
it
but
proves again that Putin
no
will stop at
Europeans,
nothing, including
diplomats,
attacking the representations not only of the European Union but
And the
also
British.
other countries.
the British too.
And
They were right next to us. So.
we have to increase the pressure on Russia.
But nobody will harm because it's the middle of the night, so it should be okay. But
We're working together on the 19th sanction package.
19th century.
The 18th sanctions packages that we have launched are biting. You see the effects on the Russian economy.
Yeah, I
You see
mean,
the attempts of circumvention of others. This is why we also have to renew our sanction packages. But we're working intensively together on
it is. Whatever the sanctions are doing,
19th
it is
sanctions
actually
package,
working.
and most importantly, unwavering support of Ukraine.
Frederick,
So that is financial support.
Chancellor
It is
Merz,
also military
new chancellor.
support, and it is also, of course, the diplomatic support that we are giving to Ukraine.
He said,
I'm deeply convinced
wars usually
that
end when you
we have to go
economically you
back
can't fight or
to
you
make sure
military you
that
can't
at
fight.
the very end there will
So,
be a just and lasting peace for Ukraine.
so basically,
I agree with.
I think Chancellor Merz might be right that
I still want to repeat
this might be a
that.
long war. If you
Shows
don't,
that Russia has no intentions
yeah,
ending this war, stop killing Putin.
they have
Does
no
not
intentions of
care.
doing it
Doesn't
diplomatic.
care. The victims is
The British did the British apparently did a calculation.
and other Ukrainian cities.
2 million more casualties for the Russians to take the rest of Donbass. The part that he's negotiating,
Civilians.
that he's negotiating he wants, and then he'll stop fighting if he gets it. To take that area, he would need to cost 2 million more
Means
casualties
that we
for
have to
Russians.
work together
They already have 1 million casualties for
to
Russians.
push him
So it means
to the negotiation.
3 million casualties total
As
to
Ursula
take the rest of the
mentioned, we
part
need more
he wants.
sanctions, more military
And
support.
he's basically saying
Ukraine,
that give us all this part, and then you'll save 2 million
security
Russian
arrangements
casualties. But
together with the US, which is crucial.
he doesn't actually care.
And we need a strong, sustainable package. How to continue the support and finance
Yeah.
Ukraine army also in the future.
And I think this is the part that gets him overthrown, because the Russian people, if he's willing to take another 2 million casualties for the Russian people, I mean, the Russian people might be like, why, right? Why? It's like a little extra piece of land.
How much did
2 million more casualties. I mean, water, right? If he stops now, he has to negotiate with Ukraine for water resources. So if he takes the rest, he might have access to the canal.
First of all, I very much welcome that President Trump is willing to engage in the security guarantees that we are building for Ukraine when we have the visit in
We'll have to ask President Trump what he thinks.
that we are working together on
F-35 is Americans only, so what Europe would need would be American air power.
The United States are willing to engage, and this is something that I really welcome. Besides that, we have secured a good trade deal. It's a good trade deal because
and President Trump says it's signed, so
because if you look at the content, we have no stacking, so
No
it's
stacking.
15%
Max,
not
yeah.
on top like
Max.
all the other deals have shown.
Yeah.
So we are the best starting position. And we
No,
the only
like
ones who, for
fucking max,
example, have
basically.
included in the 15% pharmaceutical industry, or we have the car industry there. So
yeah, that's
if you look
good.
at the potential risks we had faced and
Are you sure it's been calling for
there, I
questions?
think this is a good, as I said, not a
No, seriously,
perfect
Ursula, this is 52 minutes and
but
52
there
seconds.
is no linkage between the two.
But did the security situation matter?
No, it's 30 minutes.
For me, it was important that we have predictability and stability for our business and our economies, and that we find a solution that is manageable for both sides.
Yeah.
And I think
It's about the
predictability
tariffs
and
between the United States and
stability in these
EU.
times, and you see in those
America needs these
regions
tariffs
where
mostly
is achieved
to try to hide our
high
taxes,
tariffs.
Thank you very much
Are
for your
there
speech.
how advantageous it is
Yeah.
to have the predictability, to have the
Yeah.
stability, and to
My
have
question
the
regards
clarity
Yeah,
between
like
us,
basically, it's
what the foundation is on which we are trading together, how
and try to
valuable it is to have such
try to get 0 for 0, because I was told you guys started negotiating 0 for 0 for certain things.
For your work and Commission's
Because
work
anything you could get 0 tariffs for 0 tariffs, I think the United States
in the US.
keep negotiating, right?
I believe it was best possible deal. What we have at this moment, we did very
It's
good
because of
cooperation.
the UK, because the UK got 10% tariffs, you know.
We were very well informed.
And
all the
I
time
think
what's happening
it's
in
for Brexit,
negotiations.
because think about it, right? If
For
the
us,
UK didn't
it's
get
very
a
important
10%
that now we
tariff,
have a
and things
deal.
like that, they would people would be like, why did we do Brexit at all? You know, absolutely.
In our economy,
That's why
it was very
I
important.
mean, the alternative we do 5% tariffs for UK and then 10%
What the
tariffs for EU.
situation
But
between the US and
But,
many other countries at
the
this
United
moment,
States is a little
negotiations we have to
broke. We have $37 trillion in debt, Ursula. That's why. The main reason for the tariffs is not to hurt Europe. It's to try to pay our national debt. We're broke. I mean, America's kind of broke. Anyway, that got me next one. No, seriously, I mean, after the pandemic, because before the pandemic, it's $22 trillion US debt, right? It's $37 trillion US debt now. America's kind of broke. That's why.
Mine is the other half of the question.
Estonia now.
My friend just asked.
That's why.
whether you
This.
would consider associate citizenship
I
for British individuals.
oh, you kind of almost no. It's not the same. It's just almost no. It's definitely different. It's red that one. Anyway, it's just September 3rd, 2025. I'm gonna get some water.
See how I managed to leave it.
I'm gonna get some water. Oh, sorry, I got some water. This is now Estonia.
So want to continue to be citizens of the European Union. Thank you so much for coming today.
Press conference with the Prime Minister of Estonia.
That's kind of cool. That looks like
President
military equipment.
Ursula von der Leyen. First up, Estonian Prime Minister. Please go ahead, please.
Estonian Prime Minister. Nice to meet you. My name is Andrew.
The journalists.
English, thank you.
Very glad to welcome you to Amarelis.
Nice to meet you.
Ursula said that she has been here also previously as a Minister of Defense, so I'm very glad to have you here. So welcome to Estonia. Estonia greatly appreciates the Commission's efforts to strengthen Europe's defense readiness and industrial base.
Yeah, Estonia.
For many
Very
years,
kind as I can.
defense was not seen as core EU responsibility. But today, all the necessary decisions are being
I think this is probably the last one. I think.
the EU has crucial
Because it will
role
be-
in helping achieving NATO capability targets. A good example is the safe loan instrument.
10 minutes. Oh, no, my
years,
God, 10
Estonia
minutes.
will
10 minutes
raise
only
its
Polish. So.
defense spending over 5% of
And do Poland,
GDP.
you know. Skip
To
it.
cover our needs, we plan to borrow up to 3.6 billion euros from SAFE. The same ambition was clear in MFF's proposal. It's encouraging to see a significant boost in EU funding for defense, cross-border connectivity and military mobility. However, we must
safe.
step up our efforts now.
Same condition.
The security situation is not getting better. We need to be ready for more innovative solutions and support those who are investing a great deal into collective defense. Dear Ursula, your visit to our region is very well timed. Recent drone incidents, which we talked about, show that we need to enhance our defense capabilities.
There's some sort of drone
Invest
incident
into
that I don't know about.
detection and response. Estonia is investing in this, but there's need to increase EU support even before the MFF. This way we can build our drone wall faster and broader to keep our common external borders safe. With the Commission's support, the Baltic countries
that's fun. It's very
successfully
acting in and-
resynchronized our energy grids from Russia and connected to the European network this spring.
Yeah.
Now we must ensure that our energy infrastructure remains
On
secure
Sunday, yeah.
and resilient. This calls
Ukrainian
for
drone
EU
accidentally
support to
exploded in
make
Estonia.
a facility across the Baltics from Estonia to Poland. Finally, we also discussed Russia's aggression against Ukraine. Russia continues and even intensifies its cruel attacks against Ukraine.
How do we deter them from invading the Baltic countries, right?
This clearly shows that Putin is not looking for peace. The only language Putin understands is pressure and strength. That means tougher sanctions and increasing our military support to Ukraine.
And part of the reasons
Move forward with the use of Russian frozen assets.
demonstration of Andrew's power when Andrew's allied with
Ukraine's progress
Europeans
on
and
EU
the United States
must
of
also
America.
continue swiftly. Estonia
You will see in
Moldova should
starts at the end of 2024 and the beginning and right now in July, because it's September 3rd, 2025. And earlier this year, I was thinking, let me test if I can hit Mars. I missed Mars, and I know why I missed Mars. Because if I actually hit Mars, Ursula, we would never be able to land a drone for maybe 2 years in Russia, in Mars. Because the dust kicked out from the impact would have blanketed the entire planet on Mars for 2 years. So that's why I didn't. I'm pretty sure that's why I didn't actually hit Mars, because I wasn't an idiot. But 0.19 astronomical units is a demonstration of power, right? We'll have to do it again possibly. Bring another one closer to Earth, so that Russia knows that we mean business.
We see Russia's brutal war against Ukraine.
I mean, Andrew's not an idiot. I'm not gonna try to hit Earth with an asteroid that big, but
And this is why it is so crucial
we
and
need
paramount
the Russians to be afraid of us.
consistent in our
I'll tell you.
Iron can support for Ukraine.
Because lower limit is 1,000 feet, 300 meters, and then 5.6 kilometers, 3 miles.
we're
How much
tightening the
kilometers are you
sanctions
talking about?
against Russia, specifically on the shadow
According to
fleet.
the Hubble telescope.
We had an intense discussion about the shadow fleet, and we have seen
And
that
Ursula, and that's what I was talking to
have
the
to work
President Obama in the
further
past.
options. Will be
The speed of that asteroid slash comet, not sure, you know. Might be a comet, might be an asteroid. Whatever it is,
Want to draw
it's 150,000 miles per hour.
against the shadow fleet.
Kinetic energy from
We are
something that
also
big,
advancing the work on the use of the Russian
Anyway.
frozen assets.
You'll find out in
because it's clear,
2025.
that the predator has to pay for what he did.
I heard the story.
At the same time,
It's in Netherlands or something, or Denmark, some one of those, and France had the other one.
testing our
And
resilience.
they don't want to.
They're probing
They said it's not
our
legal
vulnerabilities,
if you seize it
specifically
yet.
in the Baltic airspace and at sea.
Yeah.
And it was very insightful what you described here from your daily experience that you have.
Yeah.
So it's for me very clear also that we have to have a new approach to the new strategic importance of the Baltic Sea. We have to raise the attention what the strategic importance of the Baltic Sea is concerned. Against this backdrop,
Clear-minded.
we have to strengthen Ukraine's defense on one side, and we must take greater
Gulf of Finland is that little tiny thing we're doing. The Baltic Sea is that thing.
And this is the logic behind
Gulf of Botham?
800 billion euro defense
Who named that
plan
Gulf? I mean,
that we have launched.
not the Gulf of Sweden.
150 billion of it is
We'll worry about that later.
instrument, a joint procurement instrument. We are producing the capability that Europe needs
You
most.
keep mentioning what's safe. It's a
So whether we
security
speak of
arrangement
drones
for
and
Europe.
missiles or cyber defense or the whole space dimension.
Warfare is very changing very
With
rapidly,
some
Ursula.
safe,
Hazards
we
are
will
future, Ursula.
work, for example, on a comprehensive European air shield, not only to protect our airspace, but also as a strong symbol of European unity in defense.
Yeah.
19
Well,
member states have
I don't know if you're spelling what I just thought because you have to buy American stealth fighters right now, right?
them, and I'm
And
very
Eurofighter
happy
Typhoon
that
2,
I can
not
say
not
that we have
good
full
enough.
subscription now for the
Not good
150
enough. And
billion
then
euros of safe joint procurement. to improve our
you
own
have to
defense
basically
posture,
buy as many
joint
F-20
projects,
before you can
but
actually.
also, to, for example,
A joint
invest
developed
in
European
Ukrainian
stealth fighter would be kind of
industrial
cool,
base.
but it's
The
too
options are
expensive.
here on the table.
It's too expensive. F-35 is gonna have to be.
Member states have indicated that they
Air
will also
shield, yeah.
use the safe instrument to support the Ukrainian defense industry.
I mean, it means
win-win situation.
the United States of America has to trust Europeans so much that we might be willing to share the F-47 design someday. We need a level of trust that you can't give this technology to the Russians, basically. Because the United States of America managed to protect F-22 and F-35 technology so far. The Russians do not have it. The Chinese kind of sort of got it. They stole the designs of the F-35. The Chinese stole it,
On top of this, you have asked for
but they still know how to build it, you know.
defense spending under the national
I know Russian and Chinese turbofan technology sucks. Their engine technology sucks. So
rapidly investing more.
For example,
We are investing better.
and,
We are investing European.
well, that's the thing.
If I look forward, there are
You know, there's
three
something
main
future
tasks
Ursula
we
and
need
past.
to work
It
on.
is September 3rd, 2025 in Andrew
First,
still.
our own European
And you know you are just moving. You are just a few days in the
in
past.
October at the European Council.
There is something you can maybe ask for from the Americans. The designs for the F-22.
Roadmap for readiness.
Think about it, right? We are designing the F-47,
Gaps that we have.
but the F-22 designs now.
And our aim is that
Can you license the F-22 designs and upgrade them yourself, and then build
the
fifth generation fighters with American designs?
And the third
Because we don't need them anymore. America doesn't need F-22s anymore. We don't build them anymore.
European budget.
And if you could get the F-22 designs and upgrade them with Europeans,
Here,
you might be able to build a manned fifth generation fighter out of Europe yourself.
by 5
If President Trump's willing to let you have it, you know.
and 10-fold military mobility.
We'll have to talk about that in the
Estonia
future.
knows very
And
well how
it might be worthwhile. It wouldn't be unmanned like the F-47. The F-47 is capable of unmanned flight and manned flight, and it's capable of flying by itself. The F-22 you will have to fly with the pilot, which means it's still a regular fighter. The F-47 it can fly like a drone basically, so it's unmanned and manned. It has capabilities that's not available in current technology. So,
U.S. President Donald Trump has
but
said that Europe should take.
but F-22s are still pretty good, right? I mean, they will kick Russia's ass.
How much
But F-35s that you can buy is already. The problem is, you all know, we can't build enough F-35 for you to buy. Basically, America is not building them fast enough for you to buy. It's a problem.
In Europe to reach a consensus in actually using Russian assets to be.
That is an interesting because France and I think.
Yes, thank you.
The transition time.
Indeed,
It is very,
Ukraine
very
security is also European
Yeah.
security, and therefore it's only natural that we're taking the lead in the
They
security
said it.
guarantees.
I think. Well, I don't know if it's you who said it or something, but
First of all, there are different dimensions. When we
yeah,
speak
because you want to protect the euro and the people's confidence in investing in
strong
Europe, right?
security guarantee for Ukraine is a strong, well-equipped, well-financed Ukraine.
When you start seizing people's assets, even if it's Russian state
soldiers are
actions.
battlefield experienced, they are highly motivated. They
It's
need
a bad
equipment not
bad
only today,
precedent
but in
to
the long
set. So.
term, and they need good salaries.
And
So
some of the other
first
arguments,
task for us is to make sure that there's a strong Ukrainian army as a first line of defense.
Yeah.
Second line of
And right now
defense
it's
is
generating money.
guarantees.
It's capital that's generating money.
Coalition of the
So
willing. So a multinational troop that can come in. We are in the process in defining what is necessary and what every member of the coalition of the willing is willing to chip in. The chief of defense are meeting.
oh man, seriously, if the Russians violate it,
And of course we need the backstop of the Americans.
yeah, that's what you were thinking. You read my mind
There will be
basically.
American presence and that there will be the backstop of the Americans.
Because President Trump will now send troops on the ground, you know.
And the
But
third element,
you might not need it.
always emphasize is
American air power.
defense posture.
If you can get President Trump to guarantee ultimate American air power, B-2 bombers, F-22s,
Now on the frozen
F-35s,
assets, we are already
it
using
would be
the frozen
American.
assets. We are using the windfall profits, and so far 3.7 billion euros from the windfall profits have been channeled to Ukraine.
So right now you're just
But we are also
keep
reflecting
frozen
currently
and then
on the
making
next
money
steps
and then
how to best and better use the frozen assets.
so that money is actually losing value because it's still a fixed number.
I should say that starting from the frozen assets, that's the question is very fine because right now our foreign ministers are talking about it.
Yeah, I think France doesn't like it because they're holding some, and I
I
think
know
the other
that there are
countries.
certain risks. They
Yeah.
probably can be mitigated. Estonia position is quite
Who
clear
is
that
holding
we should use Russian frozen assets to
frozen-
defend Ukraine. And if needed in the future, I know that we have been talking, but this is also a possibility to have tariffs on Russian goods and so on to make Russians pay for the damages done. Not
Yeah, actually it's everywhere basically, but Europe, Belgium, there's none. Euroclub Belgium holds 183 billion. Euroclub Belgium is the one that's
And second
US
one,
has some,
the states and President Trump's security guarantees, I would say that the meeting in Washington,
We only have 5
messages
billion, yes, yes.
given, these were absolutely positive because the states willingness to participate.
By the way, y'all should focus on the pandemic next
in
month.
providing security guarantees to
Sorry,
Ukraine. It's a momentum changer, I would say. Yes, it's not
yeah,
exactly
yeah,
how it
yeah.
works, but
So order ventilators from China or something.
the message already.
N95 masks, Ursula, as many as you can order. Everywhere. I mean, everybody runs out.
That means a lot.
And toilet paper. Or I mean, I don't know how to explain this. Ursula, buy 18 months of toilet paper for yourself and your family. I mean, every single person needs 18 months of toilet paper, whatever, however you use. So that, long story. Personally, right? The toilet paper is. You think toilet paper would never run out? You know.
Speak up just a little bit.
Only by uniting force, nothing.
I toilet paper.
So they will exploit it. So sanctions, which they say aren't working, but they don't like. Probably is the first thing, and second thing is united.
It is kind of working. This is 19th round of centuries now that you're playing.
I would say Europe is stronger than it was 6 months or 1 year back.
Yeah, I mean Europe is a. You know how in the President Trump's first term he keeps saying NATO needs to spend more money, NATO needs to spend more. Yeah, I think it's because I told him that NATO needs to be able to defend itself, and he wasn't like trying to disparage NATO. President Trump wasn't making fun of NATO that NATO needs to rearm. It's because the United States of America would not be able to respond fast enough. If Russia actually invaded, I mean, we're on the other side of the ocean. By the time we respond, you want to be up to Belgium.
Sending another country.
So you need to be strong enough to deter Putin, so that if Putin really does do something, we have enough time to respond.
And of course, we will keep the training up. So that is one of.
Because it takes time to deploy soldiers, to call off soldiers, even off F-22s and F-35s and B-2 bombers, you can do it right away. But the troops, ground troops, and you guys need to make sure that Russian just doesn't roll over and run you over, Otherwise, there wouldn't be anything Americans can do, because if they roll you over, we would have to fight you back. But, by the way, officially, September 3rd, 2025, no NATO country has been invaded. No war with Russia right now. It's just for the future. That's why. Because President wanted options,
All of them are supported by us, and
because if you are so weak that Russia can actually invade, then there would be nothing Americans can do in the future. So that's why he was trying to warn you all about. But you finally listened.
Estonia has already said that we are willing to participate also in training missions.
And you just heard Finland, and you're wondering why Finland is. Finland and Sweden are both part of NATO, and so you have allies. Europe has a lot of allies, and I was going to tell you, Norway is ordering 10 billion pounds of ships. Five. No, sorry, five, not three. Five. More. 5 submarine destroyers. It's a Type 80 something. One more Poland. Last one. It's like, it's a gigantic wall. You have to have a wall too, huh?
And indeed,
it's like
very special
that's
a
pretty good wall. I mean, it looks like
45 years ago.
Honestly, that might be a better wall than this. September 3rd, 2025, Wednesday, last one I can work.
Solidarność was born, as you just described, and it marked a turning point not only for Poland but for the democratic world that set Poland on its path towards our European Union. So my warmest wishes to you and to the Polish people on this very
Norway buys UK.
I'm here today also to express
the submarine
solidarity with Poland.
Type 26 anti-submarine warfare frigates. The frigates, not destroyers. The frigates.
You and
Type 26
Polish
frigates.
people have been facing deliberate and cynical hybrid attacks. And I want to emphasize that Europe stands with you in all possible ways. And that is why there is a long-term look on our proposal of the new modern European Union budget, the next 7-year budget.
Well, that one, Ursula needs to hear.
They cannot implement the
Sorry, is that
agreement. That means that they are allowed to negotiate and
sounds like French.
give them this time to negotiate.
The UK and the EU has a defense agreement now, and just negotiated recently. They have a.
Question.
Anyway.
I
sorry.
would
recommend
that we kind of.
Back on, read it.
Investment, migration and border management and protection
UK.
Member states with a
brand
direct
on
border
it.
with Russia and Belarus will receive additional European funding.
Oh no, okay.
Because
7
I
minutes
want
in
to
the past.
emphasize again that Europe's
You're gonna miss a little bit,
borders are
Matt.
a shared responsibility. And here we are at the Polish border, but we are also at a European border, and it is a shared responsibility.
Yeah.
We have
And
also proposed
the earlier you
a
can tackle this
tenfold
problem,
increase
Ursula,
in
is
funding
better.
for military mobility. And overall,
Europe has rough times
$5
with migrants
billion
ahead, I
defense
believe, even
investment.
starting from the Arab Spring.
This is the long-term budget that
I
makes
wish
that has a very clear
not the
and
European
strong
president.
focus and emphasis on defense, on military
And
mobility, and
Angela
overall
Merkel, I
protection.
remember, allowed.
But of course, we
Because
have to reach the
it's part of
target
gold,
so the
you know.
long-term next budget is in place.
And it's
we need
it's
now
okay.
a surge in defense investment. And that leads me to the task that we have now to fulfill. First, there's the topic of financial support.
See if
And
I can find a
indeed,
documentary and let you
dear
know.
Donald,
about
it
this.
was
Helping
under
in-
your presidency, the Polish presidency, that we agreed on our 800 billion euro defense investment plan. This 800 billion euros can be invested and should be invested
Yeah.
until 2030. You helped also to fast track the joint procurement instrument that we call SAFE.
Okay.
Is 150 billion euros for joint procurement to make our own
So
stronger,
the Poland,
to make our
Polish
union
president is
more
probably
safe.
going to help you with that.
And today we see the result. 19 countries have already applied for SAFE. Poland is among them. So the instrument is fully, the 150 billion euros are fully subscribed, and Poland will be the biggest beneficiary of this common investment. for
Poland
joint
has
procurement. So on one
Apache
hand,
attack
we have
helicopters,
our own
100 and
defense
something.
posture. We can use the 150
Forget what
billion
exact number.
SAFE for our own joint procurement, our own defense, strengthening of our own defense industrial base. But it can also be used to invest in the Ukrainian defense industrial base,
Yeah.
because we know that it is for us paramount
Next one is,
that Ukraine stays strong.
So remember what I
and our
told you
neighborhood
during your
stays
first visit?
strong and protected.
You're fine.
Then there's a second element.
You remember,
Under your presidency, we agreed. And
remember Die Hard is a Christmas movie, right?
The budget.
Die Hard 2, the movie Die Hard
Is
2, if they
already
reset the ground level
Europe,
of
but
the
you requested the flexibility
on GPS,
of
I don't think the
your
Russians have the
budget.
ability
Yes,
to
it is
spoof
granted like
GPS. They
for
can
other
jam
15
GPS,
member
right?
states.
It's a
So it is
butterfly.
important that we have now a surge in investment, that we
Butterfly.
invest better,
Real butterfly,
that
I
we
hope.
invest together, that we invest
That's so
European.
cool.
And therefore, it is not only a question of
That's
financing,
that would be in the
but it
video.
is
I mean, I hope
also
it's a
question
real
of
butterfly.
coordination
And then you have
of
to add it in
European
with,
approach.
oh no.
So that all Europeans understand now and
That-
over the next
Anyway,
years
oh, sorry.
that
The
we
butterfly.
need to stay consistent and
It is a real
determined
butterfly.
in
It is. Look at it.
investing in our defense posture.
It's flying around.
We have to
it's
keep
fast.
this sense of urgency because we know that
That's so
Putin
cool.
has not changed and will not change.
Yeah.
He is a predator. In the last 25 years,
So your plane's
he
fine.
started 4 wars.
Make sure your pilots
Chechnya,
it
Georgia,
can land in
Crimea,
Bulgaria without
the
GPS.
full-blown invasion
The
in
Russians are going to jam
Ukraine.
your GPS basically
We know by
in Bulgaria,
experience that he can only be kept
which
in
is
check
kind of mean.
with strong deterrence, and therefore we have to be coordinated.
Yeah, that means
precise,
whenever you're
and
flying,
fast
Ursula,
with the surge
remember to let your
of
pilot
our
know if
defense
they're using GPS to
posture in the
land.
European Union and
If
specifically
something doesn't
the
look right
frontline states.
on the
That
ground,
is
you
the
know,
reason why
to
in the
react.
next weeks we will prepare
Well.
a roadmap how to invest.
Because if you use
additional
automated
defense
landing
money
and
in the
they
European
do
Union in
something
our
like
defense
Die Hard
posture,
2,
we will
your
analyze
plane
the gaps
wouldn't know
in
that
the
it's
European
actually.
Union and how to fill them by 2030.
Andrew does not know
With
if the Russians have the
targets,
ability to
with
spoof
milestones, because only what gets
GPS.
measured
They can jam
gets done.
GPS. Can they fake
And
GPS?
we
You
will
know.
discuss this in the
Because if you're
European
using
Council
automated landing and your
European
landing gears don't
Council
come
at the beginning
down
of
when you're
October
already close to the
under the
ground,
Danish presidency.
that would not be a good thing, right?
Let me finish
So
my statement with a wide
Make sure your pilot is
to our
absolutely on top of
neighborhood,
things.
and
Like,
that is the security guarantees.
no
for
getting
Ukraine.
lazy. None of you,
Indeed, as we
basically.
understand that we have to be
I think,
strong in our
Ursula, you have to
defense,
tell all the
that we
leaders
have
of
to
Europe,
invest
basically.
in the protection
When they're
of our
flying,
fleets, but also
when they're
military
landing, make sure
capabilities
they can't be
and in
super lazy and
well-equipped,
just rely on
well-trained
automated
armed
landing.
forces.
That
The
they
same
have
goes
good
for
pilots.
security guarantees for Ukraine.
Good
The
pilots
first
that can
line
actually
of
land a plane
defense in
without
Ukraine
GPS. So
is a strong Ukrainian army.
all of your
I
leaders
often
in
compare
Europe
it with
needs
a
to
steel
pilots that are
porcupine that
absolutely.
would be indigestible for potential invaders.
And as far as I know, I haven't heard any leaders losing their lives yet. In the 5 years in a plane crash. So, but
With the
make sure
backstop of the
every
Americans,
single
and then the
European
third
leader.
most important line of defense.
I have
is,
not
of
heard
course,
anybody.
our own defense.
When was the last time there was a plane crash?
And not to forget the word.
I do remember
on
a plane crash.
Ukraine's
It's a long time
membership
ago.
in the European Union. Prime Minister.
Yeah,
Donald,
remember that
I
one
want to
plane
thank
crash,
you
right?
Again for the invitation.
Oh my
I
God.
want to thank you for the
Anyway,
Polish leadership.
It's September
in
3rd,
showing
2025.
Courage.
You might lose the end of the
determination,
president.
but also knowledge
Donald
about
Trump.
our history and what we can learn from it.
Yeah, I remember there was
Comes together in
a.
a very concrete action to protect not only the Polish border, but to protect the European
What's that?
border.
Just
Thus, not only
let me
protect
let me
Polish
search for it 1 second.
but to protect the Europeans and, as you've said,
There was a plane
the
crash.
whole democratic world. Thank you so
Ukraine,
much.
right?
Thank you, Ursula.
On-
Ja tylko dwie uwagi, jeśli Państwo jeszcze pozwolicie, droga
Oh,
Ursula.
never mind. It's
Jest z nami
perfect.
też komisarz do spraw obrony Andrzej Kubilius, nasz serdeczny
Well, so you don't have to worry about it. It's in Polish, so I can't understand it anyway.
Od wielu, wielu lat.
So don't worry about it.
Litewskiej aktywności politycznej. Teraz europejskiej.
I need video of you,
Byłeś
Ursula,
naszej bliskiej
and
współpracy na
Uncle.
rzecz
Uncle I
obrony.
can talk to,
Mieliśmy
but
zawsze
she's
ze
easy to
sobą
find in the
wątpliwie
past.
zagrożenie.
Because whenever she's talking to President,
Przyjaciele, także dziękuję także za Twoją
and
obecność tutaj.
it's really hard to search for YouTube videos by oldest to latest now. They somehow they changed it so that you cannot search. I can't sort video from oldest to newest, so I have to manually scroll down forever to find a video of you.
No i druga rzecz.
So I will try to find video that's more appropriate. The UK probably needs to hear all of this anyway. This is the state of the European border against Russia. No war yet. Absolutely no war, I promise you. In 2025, September 2025, the United States is not at war with Russia. Europe's not at war with Russia, but it's getting a little dicey. Your video and then it's ending. So have a great day in 2000. Sucks with the. Well, I warned Ursula a little bit about the pandemic, and then I mostly warned the World Health Organization. So there's a reason why Europe came out the best, better than everybody else. So anyway, I'll talk to you more later. Have a great week. Yeah, I have more work to do, right? More work to do. Warning you all about stuff. Yeah, we're hoping this is about. It's only 15 seconds. Have a great week. That's a